Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing some Genshin. So yeah guys, let's get right into it. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet since I just woke up.
He's awake. Remedy. We're all here. The infirmary at the Fortress of Meribee, Mr. Remedy. How do you feel?
Travel? The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater. Shh, it's okay. No, listen. This is really serious.
Okay guys, let's loud it up so you can hear it.
This pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be? Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Okay, guys, forward we go.
Thinking. Feeling. Master Child probably dived into the... Vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them here recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Traces are gone. out of here. I have to push.
Also, guys, I'm excited to get a free doctor ratio. So I do some work, guys, so I could get to the appropriate level to get him.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress. Or
Miss Clarande, you say?
you're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
Guest. Then I can assume Risley was the one who.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The traveler.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby. Thank you for fatty rainbows.
Water comes in many flavors.
Guys, I wonder what's in my settings. That. I'll start it. Don't worry, guys. After this video ends, I'll start doing the resource package. I hope my phone has enough space for it.
In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Bro, how do I get in? Bro, I can't get in.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your...
I wanted to check on Miss Coran. How are you feeling? If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain your...
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. Discernment, signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that Nate would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. So I was curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigation.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already. The ratio of the Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent
Okay.
entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a...
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. I wanted to ask. You invited Coran here.
Of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran can be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the...
And saving Fremine was part of...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Nevertheless, only ask. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary. And we've answered a bunch of questions.
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant. Follow me.
Okay. Let's hear it. Also, my back hurts. I knew it.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripi...
I swear, why is Paimon just joking around with Risley? It's kind of strange, you know? He's just constantly, praising Risley.
Stand on the central...
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little...
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've...
so there's a switch up.
Stand back.
Whoa, they all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
Yeah, okay, guys. Well, I was about to finish the story quest because that's where this cutscene starts. You know, where that special cutscene where Risley freezes the primordial water and stuff.
Beyond that, it was assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses? What very reasonable guesses? I've considered both of those as well. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordials. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the sea.
A concentration of primordial seawater?
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes,
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find it. Oh,
seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
but that's just too weird. Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right up?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be it's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain. Some of them began to repent and pray to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon. And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became... And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently... But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secret. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring up, let's go somewhere else.
Oh, I was hoping to have the Risley cutscene when it just opens up. And we have to run from the water. The Bromide.
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The result.
Wait, Jurier, he's not. Huh?
No need to panic, you two.
What? After you warned us not to.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research.
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well.
You want to blow up?
What a lovely idea.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez. Figured I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
That's what I've been saying. Paimon just keeps on praising Risley for some
Makes
reason.
everything super cool.
Let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before.
How much do you know about Fontaine? But maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick, according to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging wave. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in the story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As a modern scene, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie...
Were you inspired by the legend of...
maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a... All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Seems like you're good.
Okay, on to the next. Well, guys, that's where we're gonna end this video. I'm gonna have to try and reinstall the package. So, yeah, guys, bye.